So for all of our viewers out there, welcome to Davos Lodge. My name is Dustin Plantholt, and I'm here with Emanuel. Emanuel, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into the world of wine and what you're working on.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Emanuel Pesqueira. I'm the founder and the managing director of Pesqueira Global Luxury Hospitality and Management. For the last 2 decades, I've been working in one of the finest establishments around the world. And I came to conclusion in my career in hospitality that hospitality is not about what we actually provide. It's actually how we make our guests feel, which is quite so important.
You know, you and I were talking a little bit about your past and kind of what got you here. That you came from the world of wine. And what kind of wine were you working with? Because I'm not a sommelier, so I'll need to kind of walk me through what sort of wine was it at the time?
So my career as well began as a chef on a Crystal Cruise Line, and I get introduced to that liquid of gold that take me to a place, to a town. It was actually a wine called Numancia from Toro, from Spain, where I emerged into the wine, where it took me to a terroir, it took me to a climate, took me to a craftsmanship. The magic behind that liquid that take you to a place and share emotions, and it's quite incredible.
Now, the world of hospitality, because you were in that as well, it seems to be a recession-proof business into some regard, that it will continue to be here. Now, wine, what is the market for luxury wine?
The market is huge. The beauty about the wine is actually what I like, maybe what you don't like. And I call it the colors of the rainbows. There is a wine for every taste. There is a wine for every soul. There is love in every grape variety. And the beauty about wine, especially high-end collectors, everybody want to put their hand on something unique and special, something they cannot buy, something that create experience for them. Because we know people can have as much money in the world they want, but when something is create desire and unique and you cannot buy it, create sense of, how I call it, initiative that, oh, I want that as well. It's like almost when you get invited to a special event on the rooftop somewhere in central London where no one else can get there. It's quite very unique.
The decision-making process in the luxury side. So I'm one of these that I'm not a big drinker. I'm social. Occasionally I have a glass of wine. But when somebody's making a purchase like that, are they purchasing it to actually drink it, or is it going to sit away somewhere and it becomes an investment and years later? So talk a little bit about that. Because when we look at this alternate asset class, so these different asset classes, that the world of wine has an asset class in its own, has it not?
Yes, definitely. So wine can vary from something you drink social on a daily basis to something you buy and invest, and something you buy and share with people. And the beauty about wine, with time, with the age, it changes. The primary aroma changes to tertiary aromas. Some wine increase in value, especially the first growth of Bordeaux. Some extraordinary wine from the state as well, like Screaming Eagle, to mention a few names, and Highland States, like Penfold, the king of Australia as well, and many others. And I think wine has such a variety in the world we live, and add an exceptional touch to the guest's experience. During their stay in the resort, in a hotel, or when they go to dine. It's not about an occasion. I make the wine the occasion of the moment. That's how I live by.
So tell me about this idea, because in front of us right now is something I would have seen Catalina Shipwreck, something they would have brought up, or in Pirates of the Caribbean, great movie. How did this idea begin for you?
This is quite a very special moment. I'm a master diver. I love the sea. I start my career at sea. This is a unique idea. Came between two close friends where we used to.
Is it going to break if I pick it up?
No, you can pick it up. Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
So the beauty about this wine is was two crazy friends go to an island.
Have the audience take a look at it. What do you think? How interesting is that?
So we decided to take this friendship to quite something very unique and special. And what we did with it, we took it super serious. We started aging this wine underwater. We tasted the wine 3 months from the vineyard, 3 months from underwater, 6 months and 9 months. It took us 4 or 5 years to understand it. And the magic behind this as well is actually the sea create the label. The magic of the sea, each bottle is unique, each bottle is different than the other. You might find it in the market from different countries and so forth, but these wines that we have as well help us in terms of sustainability because we want to look after the sea. So most of the money from what we make from that, it turns into supporting cleaning the beach in Portugal as well, recycling the plastic, the ecosystem, creating the new life underwater as well in the marinas in Sines in Portugal. Quite special. And the sea, what it does, it create the final touch inside of the bottle. So the wine will feel a little bit of saliness, have a little bit of completely different style, a bit of saltiness you taste from the sea. Some of the grape varieties depend on them. It changes the style of the wine inside of it as well.
So this goes beyond wine. This becomes like an experience.
100%. So I created for Gordon Ramsay restaurant, one of the first in the world ever, tasting wine with 9 courses tasting menu. So it's actually 6 different wines, a white, a red, a rosé, a sparkling, a sweet, a port. It's the first one in the world that actually all the wines for the 9 courses tasting menu in a Star Michelin restaurant that actually all from the sea. And it's a wine that actually I put underwater and I pick it up myself. It's quite a whole journey.
So do I need to contact like an auction house to get this, or is this going to be at some point like at the local store I buy my wine from, or how can I find something like this?
So we are thinking about, I'm not gonna tell you what's coming because it loses the flavor when I tell you a story where the treasure is. We are thinking about something very unique, very special where this is gonna be. Very established restaurant around the world or a port because my work is mostly concentrated on maritimes and everything that touch the sea, private yacht clubs and so forth. And the idea behind it, don't want to commercialize it massively. We want to give it specifically for people who love to collect wines. Imagine I'm a wine collector, I bring this to the table to my guest, and it has a storytelling. Their life is all about storytelling and bringing emotions, and at the end is desire.
So I love meeting with entrepreneurs. So to kind of finish out the segment, what are you learning today?
Today, I believe everything has to have a storytelling. My company is about sustainability massively. I believe sustainability innovation is not anymore something that we have to think about it. It's something required in hospitality. Something is a must. It's one complement the other. I believe sustainability complements luxury. And here what we're doing, we're removing the wine from the cellar of the vineyards and take it to the sea and allow the sea to do the work, which is quite very unique.
Thank you so much for sharing your story here with us at Davos Lodge.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.